So as most of you are aware, the European WCQ is on the weekend. I myself will be attending. So I've done a lot of testing the last couple of weeks, and I'm decided to show you guys my Sky Striker deck profile. So this is a possibility I might be using this at Euros. I've been using decks in Skagaris at 3, I know now it's at 1. I still feel that the deck is pretty solid. Really consistent, can break boards. Good going first, good going second, you put hand traps in, and with the addition of Mystic Mine, I just think it's a really good solid contender for this format. It's good Salmon, great matchup, a decent Orcus matchup. I know the Thunder Dragon deck is a bit of a struggle at times, but we have our side deck for that. So I thought I'd show you guys my profile. So yeah, the event is this weekend. I'll be doing loads of testing. Sky Striker is a deck that I've been using at regionals and locals. I've done pretty well with it myself, but so yeah, so I thought I'd show you guys my list. So start things off, playing the 3 Ray. Pretty mandatory, you have to play 3, and it's literally this monster on itself just carries the entire deck. The games where I don't see Ray, I feel like I lose. As long as I see Ray in my open hand or a way to get to Ray, the game is pretty much in the balance. So yeah, so that is 3 Ray, and for the hand traps, 3 Ash and 3 Vela. I was just playing in the Mystic Mine version, I was just playing 3 Ash, but I decided to add Vela just because I want interaction going second, and Vela can stop a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. So that is it for the monsters, just 9 monsters. Going into the spells, 3 Engage, 3 Widowmaker, 3 Multi-Roll, which is the best card in the deck. I think what makes Sky Striker so good, you can use cards like Widowmaker in your Engage, and while you have the Multi-Roll, being able to set those cards back is just absolutely unreal. I think as long as this card's at 3, Sky Striker is a solid deck. Possibly I would predict it going to 1. But yeah, as long as this card's at 3, Sky Striker is going to be a top deck. Also for the 3 of, I don't play Cobra Grave, I play 3 Shark Cannon, purely because the hand traps are not massive to stop. What I mean is, if an Ash goes on the Shizuka in the end phase, it's not like the end of the world. And I feel that this card in this deck is better than Cobra Grave, purely because of the special summon. Being able to use it, Mystic Mine, to stop your opponent. As soon as you have the resource, the Widow Anchors, at least 2 of these, special summon, link into Borrow Soul, and literally take game. So yeah, I think 3 is pretty solid. It's good against August, good against Salamagreat. Banishing the Dingirsu or banishing the Jack Jag is quite devastating for them, especially if Salamagreat only run the 1 Jack Jag, which most of them do. So I think Sky Striker Shark Cannon is pretty. It should be quite standard at 3 now. So other spells, 3 Area 0 for digging into Engage and most of the other Sky Striker cards. There's no better feeling as a Sky Striker player than using Area 0 and digging out and Engage. So yeah, it has to go at 3, and to complement that, 2 Terraforming. So they're the key Sky Striker cards with the 2 Terraforming. Now for the 1-ofs, Hornet Drones, Eagle Booster, Afterburner, Jamming Waves, and the Hercules Base. I really like these. These are just so toolbox, and they come up every game. Hercules Base is amazing. People don't play this card, but with Kagari going to 1, it's a must. And to be honest, the attack effect for it comes up. It really does. It sounds great. If you got like a heavy Kagari, you can just bait out the Baylinks, destroy a monster, and still get draws. Like it comes up all the time. And the draw effect, so when you destroy the monster, you get a draw, and people forget that, and that just comes in clutch. Technically, it's overkill, but yeah, it comes up. And for the consistency cards, we play the Terraforming with the Upstart, so that gets into Ray, obviously a free draw. Oh, by the way, guys, it's a 40 card deck, so 39 with Upstart. More consistency, Foolish Burial Goods with the 1 Metaphors Fusion. And that is it for the sort of consistency cards. Going into the more toolbox cards, I played 2 MST. I don't mind Twin Twister. I don't mind the discard, but I feel like MST in the main deck is like, if you're not playing a back row deck, you can always MST your own EUWCQ to get the Ray. So it's just good. It's just, you know, it's good. And then the 2 Mystic Mine. I don't play Metaverse. But it comes out in Search of Terraform, it's good to go in second. It's broke, like, I don't know if it should be banned or not, I really don't know, because you can stop a lot of decks. And I think that's kind of where the format's at. It's like, yeah, you have the top 4 decks, but then the other lower tier decks can creep up using cards like Mystic Mine. So I think it's quite interesting. I like it, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I do like the cards. So yeah, going into the extra deck. So we play the 1 Kagari, the 3 Shizuku, 3 Hiyate, and 2 Kaina. I wouldn't say I always go for the 2 Kaina, but it's just nice to have. I'd rather have the 2 than not have the 2. So yeah, that's the Strikers links. Also, we run the Nightmare Phoenix with the Nightmare Unicorn. They come up with really toolbox and really nice to have. I wouldn't recommend you. I would probably just say the Phoenix, but Unicorn is just so good. If it comes up, it comes up, and it can win games. That's why I keep it in there. Heathix is broken against Salmon Great. It's such a good card. This card is one of my favourites. Such a good card. And then for monster removal, playing Ningesu. So easy to make with the Bidowink, and it's just such a good card. And then for the boss link monsters, play Top Logic, Borrowload. I don't play Borrowload. I wasn't playing it for quite a while, but the ability to just end games there and then is just so strong with Borrowload, especially like under the influence of Mystic Mine. Stop your opponent, and then when you've got the resource to match them, you just take the monsters, link them off, and go for Borrowload. So yeah, so that is the extra deck. I will go on to the side deck, which is currently being tested as we speak, but I think this is what I'm currently using at locals at the moment. So 3 Panga Drops. It's just, yeah, standard. Everyone plays Panga Drops because it is that good. 3 Ghost Ogre. So, interesting enough, I don't like the Pendulum matchup. I think the Pendulum matchup is quite a weak matchup for the deck. So this is good against Pendulum and it's good against the Mirror. So if I'm going in against Mirror, I'll probably use these and against Pendulum. So yeah, Ghost Ogre is a really good card. It's probably the least used one at the moment, but I think it's pretty solid. The one everyone's using, Lancia, because it just shuts off August, and it's pretty good against the Dragon, even though I have seen him play through Lancia, which is pretty nuts. Twin Twister. Normally I do side out the MSTs and put Twin Twister in. But MSTs, I prefer it in main deck, and I just like having this inside. So yeah, so 3 Twin Twister. And then last of all, for the Mirror, Ego Booster, and Metaverse for going first. So I was going to play Summon Limit, but everyone plays Twin Twister against Sky Striker, so having Metaverse is just better in my opinion, because if they Twin Twister target, you can just chain it off and get that Mystic Mine in the field. So yeah, it's a good card. Possibly, I know the OCG put it to 1, so we could have the same implications here, which I wouldn't be surprised of, because it abuses Mystic Mine. So yeah, so that is the deck. So I will be attending Euros this weekend. I've been using the deck for quite a while. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I'm literally on borderline playing Salmon. I was on borderline playing Salmon Great, but I feel like this is one of the best decks to play at the moment. Orcus is a pretty good deck, to be fair, and obviously Thunder Dragon did pretty well at the weekend, winning the North American EUWCQ. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun. I can't wait. And yeah, so fingers crossed do pretty well. Obviously, I'm not disappointed. It's my first Premier event, so I will go into the tournament pretty optimistic. But just want to enjoy myself, to be honest. And yeah, so that's the deck profile. So this is my first YouTube video, so feel free to like and subscribe. More deck profiles will be coming soon, so I consider myself to be quite a competitive player. So I do like to build like the most competitive decks in the meta. Also like anti-meta decks. Like I do like a good old anti-meta deck, especially with the Beat Raptor and the Inspector Borders. And yeah, so subscribe if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. So thanks for watching. Bye guys.